Hello everyone. So as you can see, this was my last signal to buy the gold from 3646, which I have sent here last Thursday. Unfortunately, our entry was not the best at all. The gold has instantly went down in almost 180 pips of a drawdown and reversed by 20 pips only from the stop loss, and after that it started to rise again and goes right now almost 400 pips of profit. So after all, this was really a good signal, but unfortunately this drop right here has actually put a lot of pressure on me, which caused me to send this notification to my followers telling them very strong bearish, not recommending to stay in this trade anymore. Bad decision, I regret it. But again guys, in the end these are just notifications and updates, and in the end also they are just suggestions, so you don't actually have to close the trade upon these notifications. In the end also, I just made a poll to my followers telling them if they are still in this trade. Thankfully, almost 190 people voted for yes, we are still in it. So this was somehow a little bit of relief, but however, in the end guys, I'm just here sharing my ideas with you guys, so please consider that from now on there will be no such notifications like this anymore, because I believe we are all here professional traders and we are all responsible for any decisions we are making. Also, don't forget please to join our free channel of Telegram to stay connected to Xtreme Trader. This is the channel here, Xtreme Gold Signals, and you can also find the link in the description below of this video. So again, we had really an excellent entry, but what happened right here? Let me just tell you, because actually we were relying on this fake breakout, hoping that the market will create here a new level of a real support, respecting the real level of a support exactly at 3646. But what happened later is we have ended up with another fake breakout. So eventually we had two fake breakouts after all, and as you can see, on Friday the market actually, guys, has respected the same level of a real support twice. So meaning this level indeed holding the position, and as we can see right now the gold is rising. However, what will gonna happen next with the gold? Let's now see together. Before we continue, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and kindly leave a comment and share the video. So let's now head first of all to daily chart, because weekly chart is really not showing us much. Let's now stay on daily chart. So this is of course now daily chart. Now, based on daily chart, we actually last week had a good price action right here, which actually has tricked many traders thinking the gold will actually now start the bearish fall. However, the Friday candle was a different one. Of course, it was a very strong bullish engulfing candle and led to assuming that the gold right now will continue the rise. Therefore, the falls of this price action or this pattern, in my opinion, lead us to think that the gold will continue the rise. There are actually several fundamental reasons to make us think that the gold will continue the rise. Number one is, of course, the Fed cuts. Last week, Mr. Jerome Powell has announced that the interest rate cut will actually be reduced by 0.25. which is really good, and we actually have been hoping for this. That's why we can see the gold is now rising. Also, Mr. Trump is recently, of course, getting involved in the central bank. Miss Lisa Cook has actually been returned to the central bank, and Trump is still threatening Jerome Powell to fire him. And I don't think this is going to happen, but the way Trump speaks to get his administrations involved in the central bank is actually worrying the investors, leading the investors to believe that the gold remains to be the safest haven and the dollar is getting weaker. That's why, guys, we think that the gold most likely will continue the rise. Also, not to mention the now let's talk about a technical view. From technical view, the gold very fast has actually jumped from 3,500 to 3,600 in just 1 week. I mean, just even 1 or 2 days. That is crazy, and that's insane, and shows, of course, a very strong bullish movement. Not only that, the gold even reached 3,700, making new historical records in just under 1 week. That's amazing, and that tells us that the gold most likely right now will continue to rise. And as you can see, the gold has indeed reversed just at 3,707, and right now closed the week at 3,684. The gold, my friends, guys, the gold, my friends, will actually try to hold those gains and won't lose them. That's why we believe the gold will continue the rise. So far, I don't see any reason at all for the gold to make any sharp fall. Let's now head to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we also had right here a flag, as we can see right here, which instantly has been broken out from. So in other words, we have another channel which has been broken out from. Also, the support exactly right there at the bracket of 3624 is holding the position. As you can see, the gold has been declined so far 4 times, even 5 times, to make any bearish breakout from this area, and the rejection recently was massive, leading the gold to continue the rise. In other words, most likely we will continue buying the gold as soon as possible. Now, let's talk about the 4-hour time frame, because now we have to speak about the entry. Allow me just first of all to just zoom out a little bit. Yes, exactly. So now, since we are talking about a possible continuation in the rise, we have to mark here the support trend line number 1, number 2, number 3. As you can see, let me just show it to you. We have here support trend line number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, my friends, the gold is actually respecting those areas. Now, if we just draw the Fibonacci from this high to this low right here, just on the recent structure that we have on the gold, actually to make sure it's gonna be just like this. Fantastic. Now we can see that the gold has just finally made here a bullish breakout from Fibonacci 61.8. Now for those who doesn't know, who don't know, if the market made a bullish breakout from 61.8, it's a sign that the market is no longer on a downtrend. As we can see here, we had a small downtrend as a pullback, and now it's changed to be an upper trend, which means after making a bullish breakout from 61.8, the gold most likely will want to retest this area again, reversing hopefully from that area exactly, respecting also the long-term support trend line, and from that point onward, the gold might continue the rise. But wait, there is more into this. Because I'm not going to simply plan to buy the gold exactly at Fibonacci 61.8. Instead, I'm going actually to choose to buy the gold exactly right here at Fibonacci 50. But why? First of all, this actually right here seems to be a very strong key level of a support, which has already become a resistance twice, 2 resistance levels, instantly been broken out from. So most likely the gold, by opening on Monday, might make a drop right here. Yes, willing to reverse at 61.8, but most likely will make an attempt to reach the support trend line right here, along with the previous level of horizontal support, which was in the past also a key level of resistance, and retest this area before finally resume the rise. Also, another reason to believe so is by looking here at the support trend line number 1, number 2, number 3. Check this out. This is interesting. So now here we have another support trend line that we are actually expecting to be respected soon. So support trend line number 1, number 2, number 3, and 4. And here the bearish breakout happened, and eventually instantly a bullish breakout, which means here another fake breakout. So the same theory keeps holding, meaning the support trend line might actually be respected. That's why I'm actually going to suggest to consider buying the gold exactly at 3664. Now let's talk about the take profit. The take profit level in this case, my friends, if the gold indeed will reverse at this area, and hopefully it will, most likely it will continue the rise and instantly break out from 3700 and continue the rise to reach Fibonacci 161.8 at 3740. That being said, I would recommend to set our TP to be exactly right here at 3740, exactly right there, aiming around let's say around 760 pips, hopefully gonna be in our favor. And in this case, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than the key level of a support, where the gold actually has been declined 4 times. This time, guys, I'm going to write it as a stop loss. After what happened, I think I will no longer use any safe zones. It's now going to be a stop loss. So therefore, let me now please write the signal for you. And that will be our new signal for the gold, my friends. I really hope this one is going to turn well, and hopefully it will bring profits. Also, please let me know in the comments if you think writing a stop loss is good or not, or you prefer the old style of the safe zone. And also, please, in the end, don't forget, my friends, to join our free channel of Telegram to receive any updates about this signal. On Telegram, I might actually consider to buy sooner, or to change the TP, or change the entry to be lower or higher. So please stay connected to Xtreme Trader, and make sure to join the channel Xtreme Gold Signals. You can also find the link in the description below this video. So until then, my friends, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.